Hi, it's Mike again with Surf Stash, and this video is an example of the safety testing that we undertake on our wax stash and our key stash. Both stashes attach to and are transferable between any surfboard leash or sub-leash and can be used by regular or goofy foot surfers. Plus, our stashes are lightweight and don't impact surfer mobility. The wax stash holds a half bar of wax so you don't have to go without if you're surfing in a wetsuit or a bikini. And the key stash holds your electronic car key in a waterproof pouch so that you don't have to worry about somebody breaking into or stealing your car when you're in the water. Here are a few quick pics of our stashes being worn by surfers. At Surf Stash, we take product safety very seriously. So we developed our stashes from the very beginning with the following 3 requirements, because our wax stash and our key stash must never jeopardize a surfer's safety. First, we designed our surf stashes so that they must not interfere with the surfboard leash cuff lock around a surfer's ankle, because your leash must stay connected until you want to remove it. I mean, we surf, and we know there are times when the only thing that can save you from drowning, especially in heavy surf, is being connected to your surfboard by your leash. Second, we designed our stashes so that they must not interfere with your ability to quickly remove your leash when you want to or need to. For example, I personally know what it's like to be hung up underwater with my leash wrapped around the reef, and how important it is to be able to remove the leash cuff quickly. And third, we designed our stashes so that they must remain attached to your leash cuff until you take them off, so that you never need worry about losing the stuff you carry in them, like your electronic car key that could cost hundreds of dollars to replace. The 6 tests in this video illustrate how our stashes fulfill these 3 requirements. First, we attach our stashes to surfboard leash cuffs. Second, we attach the cuffs around a post designed to simulate a surfer's ankle. More on that in a bit. Third, we attach the other end of the leash to a truck tow hitch, and then we pull the leash until either the leash breaks or the leash cuff is pulled off the post. If the leash breaks and the cuff remains secured to the post, then we know that the wax stash or key stash did not impact the ability of the leash cuff to stay connected to the post, and that it passed the tests. In each video, we then illustrate how it remains easy to quickly remove the leash from the post with one pull while the stash is attached to the cuff. And finally, we violently shake the leash cuff with stash attached to illustrate that the stash will always stay connected to the leash cuff until you want to remove it and transfer it to a different leash. Remember, if the leash cuff gets pulled off the post before the leash breaks, the test fails. Conversely, if the leash breaks while the cuff remains secured to the post, our wax stash and key stash pass the test. Therefore, the size of the post that we use to simulate the size of a surfer's ankle is important for the following reason. According to military statistics, the average male ankle circumference is 8.75 inches with a standard deviation of 0.7 inches. We used a post with an 11-inch circumference, which is greater than 3 standard deviations above the average male ankle. That means the post that we used has a circumference that is greater than 99.7% of all human ankles. We intentionally stacked the deck against us in our tests by using an 11-inch post. The smaller the post, the more leash cuff Velcro is connected around the post, and the easier it is for the cuff to remain locked when we attempt to break the leash. Conversely, a bigger post reduces the amount of Velcro connected and makes it easier for the cuff to be pulled off the post and the test to fail. You'll note in each video how we measure the amount of Velcro that remains unattached to an 11-inch post so that you can see how using a big post negatively affects Velcro lock. The unattached Velcro in the videos averages around 2.5 to 3 inches, which is a lot. So in summary, we used a post bigger than 99.7% of all human ankles because we care about customer safety, and we wanted to ensure that our stashes would work for any sized surfer. If you apply enough pressure or force to almost any object, it will break. So we set out to break 6 surfboard leashes in this test, and we've conducted multiple tests to date like this one. We used 3 competition leashes made for smaller waves, and 3 leashes made for bigger waves. We used leashes made by Dakine, FCS, and ProLite. We chose these manufacturers for this test because these companies are among the most reputable and well-known leash manufacturers. We continue to be impressed by the quality of their leashes and the tolerance that Dakine, FCS, and ProLite build into their leashes to keep them from breaking. For example, watch how far the leash cords stretch before they snap in the videos to follow. Each of the following 6 tests follow the same format, and each time the wax stash and key stash pass all 3 components of each test. In fact, we're pleased to report that our stashes have passed 100% of all of the tests that we've conducted to date. So with all that said, we hope you enjoy the following videos, and as always, we appreciate your interest in Surf Stash. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the videos, and if you're a leash manufacturer or distributor and want us to test our stashes on your leash, we'd be honored to do so. All you need to do is send us an email at info@surf-stash.com, type "test my leash" in the subject line, provide the specs of the leash or leashes that you want tested and your contact info, and we'll send you a video of the test when done. And remember, our stashes were created from the very beginning to license to water sport manufacturers and distributors. And our stashes can be used in most water sports in addition to surfing. We also understand the importance of protecting your brand, which is why we designed our licenses to give you full control. You can create our stashes using your components with your manufacturers, your marketing and distribution channels, your logo, your quality controls, etc., so that you can maintain full control of your brand throughout the entire process. Your design team can even tweak the aesthetics so that our stashes look how you want them to. You can reach us here should you have questions, and thanks again for your interest in SurfStash.